Hey guys, today we're gonna go over some chords that you need to learn before you do bar chords. So let's dive into that right now. Now, why am I gonna show you these chords? 3 reasons. 1, these chords sound awesome. If all you've been doing is just playing open chords or playing power chords, these chords are gonna sound way richer and give you a way bigger variety of sound that you can use. Number 2, these chords are gonna help get your hands in shape for playing bar chords. And number 3, all of these chords are in the same key, which means you can start using them tonight to start writing songs with. So let's zoom in so that you can see what's happening a lot better, and we'll go through the chords there. Now, I learned these chords first by playing a bunch of dashboard confessional songs, but these are all in the same key together. They are either in the key of E major or C sharp minor. And so you can use these chords to create stuff in both keys, and I'll show you how at the end, so stay tuned for that. Now, the first chord that you're gonna play is actually just your standard E major chord. So for that, let me pop that up here on the screen so that you can see the chord diagram for that. But it's just my second finger on the second fret of my 5th string, my third finger on the second fret of my 4th string, and my first finger on the first fret of my 3rd string, and my 6th string, my 2nd string, and my 1st string are all open. Now, if you're used to playing your E chord with your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers like that, what you should do is actually take your 1st finger out, play it with your 2nd finger, your 3rd finger, and your 4th finger. And that way, this is actually gonna really help you get ready to play bar chords. And it'll actually happen with these. So the first chord of these is just your standard E chord. Now, once you're comfortable with that, let's go to the second chord, where what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger shape for E, and we're gonna slide it up 2 frets. So now my 3rd and 4th finger are on the 4th frets of my 5th and 4th strings, and my 2nd finger right now is on the 3rd fret of my 3rd string. But what we're gonna do is actually take out the 2nd finger, and I'm going to put my 1st finger on the 2nd fret of my 3rd string. And then I'm gonna play my first 2 strings open, and that will give me this. This is a really cool sounding F sharp minor shape, which I'll put the full name of the chord on the screen here with the diagram. But that is a really cool sounding F sharp minor. So what you'll want to do is be able to change from your E to this F sharp minor, which is just sliding up and swapping your 1st finger out for your 2nd finger. Hey guys, real quick, if you are enjoying this video on these awesome chords to learn before bar chords, do me a favor and go hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And let's get back to these awesome chords. Now, the third chord is actually the exact same shape as our F sharp minor, but we're just gonna slide it up 2 more frets. So now your 1st finger is on 4 of your 3rd string, and your 3rd finger and your 4th finger are on 6 on your 5th and 4th strings. And that will give you a really awesome sounding G sharp minor chord. Now, once you're good with that G sharp minor, let's do the next one. This is going to go up 1 more fret, but here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna put your 2nd finger back down where it was in relation to your 3rd and 4th fingers. So now my 3rd and 4th fingers are on the 7th fret of my 5th and 4th strings, and I'm gonna put my 2nd finger right here on the 6th fret of my 3rd string, and I'm gonna take my 1st finger and just play the 5th fret of my 6th string. And this is going to leave my 1st and 2nd string open like this. And so I'm using my 1st, my 2nd, my 3rd, and my 4th fingers, okay? But this is a really cool shape because it's basically the same shape that you would play if you were playing a bar chord. But since I'm leaving those first 2 strings open and only playing the 6th string with my 1st finger, it's way easier. And so this really helps get your hand used to this shape so that when you do have to play a bar chord, it's so much easier because you've been playing this to get used to it. Now for our next chord, the fifth chord that we're doing, we're gonna take this shape right here. So we've got 5, 7, 7, 6 right here. And we're gonna slide this up 2 more frets. So now this is gonna become a B chord. And so you can see already with just these 5 chords that we've got, we're getting some really cool sounding options, right? So this B chord, same shape as your A chord. Okay, we're just sliding the whole thing up 2 frets. So now your first finger's on the 7th fret of your 6th string. Your third finger's on the 9th fret of your 5th string. Your pinky is on the 9th fret of your 4th string. And then your second finger is on the 8th fret of your 3rd string with your 1st and 2nd string open. And now let's do another one. Let's take the same shape that we used for F sharp minor and for G sharp minor. And now let's slide this up all the way to 11 and 9. So my first finger is on 9 of my 3rd string. And then I've got my 3rd and 4th finger on 11 of my 5th and 4th strings. And that gives you a C sharp minor chord, right? So check this out. Right now, we've got 6 really cool sounding chords. We've got E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, B, and C sharp minor. And there's only a couple of shapes for your fingers to do all 6 of these chords. But like I said before, all of these chords are in the same key. So that means that they're gonna sound good together. So that means let's just call our E chord number 1, and we're gonna call F sharp minor number 2, G sharp minor is number 3, A is number 4, B is number 5, and C sharp minor is number 6. And what we can do is we can just pick any combination of these chords. So let's just do numbers for the sake of ease, and I'm going to use 1, and then 5, and then 6, and then 3, just because. And that will give me this. I'll play E for my 1, B for 5, C sharp minor for 6, and G sharp minor for 3. Now that sounds pretty cool, right? And you can do this with all sorts of awesome things. And you can just combine them and put them together. Now let's go ahead and look at some other options that you can play for these chords, because these aren't the only way to do these. There's some other options that we can do that will sound just as cool, and you can use whichever ones you want to. That's the beautiful thing about this. So let's go to this. This is my favorite alternate one. This is a C sharp minor 7. And what I'm doing is I'm essentially playing a power chord. I've got my first finger on 4 on my 5th string, my third finger on 6th on my 4th string, and then my pinky on 6 on my 3rd string. And I'm playing my first 2 strings open. And that gives you this. And that one I usually use more than this. But this is a C sharp minor. This is a C sharp minor. You can use either one. It doesn't matter. They both work great. Now check this out. Once you're here at this C sharp minor 7, the next one's super easy. All you're gonna do is lift up on your first finger and play your 5th string open. And that gives you another A chord that you can use. So we had this A right here, but now with your 3rd and 4th finger on 6 on your 4th and 3rd strings with your 5th string open. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? And so this is the easiest chord change in the world. You can switch from the C sharp minor 7 to A, C sharp minor 7, I liked that so much that I took it and wrote a song. And it's one of the easiest, coolest chord changes because you're only moving one finger to do this. But it sounds so good. And that's what's awesome about it. Now check this out. Once you're here for this A, you can slide this around. You can put it on your 2nd fret. That gives you an A suspended 2nd chord. You can even slide up to your 9th fret. And you can do all sorts of awesome things with it. Now, a couple other chords that I really like to use for this is, you know that power chord shape that we did for C sharp minor 7? You can slide this up to 7 and 9 right here. So my 1st finger is on 7 on my 5th string. My 3rd finger is on 9 on my 4th string, and my pinky is on 9 on my 3rd string. First 2 strings are open, and then it sounds like this. This is another E. And so, since this is E, you can also play your 6th string. Sounds cool, right? You can use that for all sorts of stuff, but you can also change to that A from there. Now right there, when you see me moving my 2nd finger, all I'm doing is moving it to lightly touch my 6th string so that I don't have that ring out when I do the A. It doesn't sound terrible if it does. But it's just one of those things. Now you can also take this power chord shape that we have here on 7 and 9 and slide it down to 2 and 4 and play your first 2 strings open with this. And this gives you a really cool sounding B chord. And if you want to, go ahead and lift up on that finger and play another A with your 2 fingers staying on your 4th fret. Sounds neat. Let's keep going with this. This is fun. All right, so check this out. This is another C sharp minor chord. And this one's a little bit harder, but it's not bad. What it is it's your 4th fret on your 5th string with your 3rd finger. And then I'm playing the 2nd fret on my 4th string with my 1st finger. And then my pinky is playing the 4th fret on the 3rd string with that. And then my first 2 strings are open. And then if I lift up on my 3rd finger and play that open, and I can even put it on this G sharp right here. That's the 4th fret of my 6th string. That sounds great too. But we can also take this shape and slide it from being on 4 and 2 and slide it up to 9 and 7. When we do this, check this out. I have another F sharp minor. And if I lift up on my A, we're playing another A chord. one more that we can do with this is actually right here where we take this F sharp minor that we have where we're on 9 and 7 and 9 and slide up to 11 and 9 and 11. And now we have another G sharp minor. So the cool thing about this, I'm just goofing off here with these. So to use these to write songs, you can do this tonight. This is one of the coolest things ever with these chords. To do this in the key of E, what we're gonna do is we're generally gonna start with an E chord. And you get to decide, am I gonna use this E? Or am I gonna use this E? Or am I gonna do something else, right? So you choose. For now, I'm just gonna use the regular open E. And then I want to go to C sharp minor for my next chord, which is 6, okay? So this is the 6th chord in the key. So shorthand that we use is we just call it the 6 of the key. So we're going to go from the 1, which is E, to C sharp minor, which is 6. And I'm going to use this one. And then I'm going to do A. And since I'm right here on this, I'm just going to lift up my first finger to do this A. And then from there, after A, which is 4, I'm going to go to 5, which is B. So I'm going to use this B right here. And so check out this chord progression. You can decide how long you're going to play each chord, whether you're going to strum each chord, whether you're going to pick each chord, or do some combination, and you know, how loud, how soft. You have all these options. You get to make these choices. But for now, I'm just going to play this. So this is my E. C sharp minor. A. And B. There's a B right there. Now let's go to A. Right? So you can use these immediately just by going, I'm going to play 1, I'm going to play 6, I'm going to play 2, I'm going to play 5, whatever it is that you want to do. And then you choose which one of these chords am I going to play. But these chords are so good for getting you ready to play bar chords and more advanced things because you're not having to do a full bar. You're doing some bar chord shapes and getting used to doing some things that are very, very similar to doing full bar chords. But the cool thing that all these chords have in common is your B and E strings ringing out, and that ties them all together and makes it sound really cool. Now, let's say that I wanted to write a chord progression in C sharp minor. Then what I would do is I would generally start with a C sharp minor chord. Now, I'm going to take this. This is from a song that my band used to play where we did C sharp minor. And let me show you how I can transform this. We would play a regular bar chord C sharp minor like this. And then an A suspended second. Right? So that's just 2 on my 3rd and 4th strings. And then I'd play an E chord. And then a full B bar chord. And so we'd have this. But check this out. I can take these chords that we're learning today and I can play this C sharp minor 7. And I can play this A suspended second still. I could come up and play this E. And then I could switch to B right there. Or I could do this. And so by doing that, you can come up with your own chord progressions and write your own songs using these chords. They're really, really handy. And one thing that I love to do with these too is I like to find songs, and if I'm going to be playing it acoustic by myself and just singing along, a lot of times I like to transpose songs to be in these keys of either C sharp minor or E major so that I can use these chord shapes. And that makes it really easy to get some really cool sounding arrangements of songs. So guys, that's it for today. We've got this E major, we've got this F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, B, C sharp minor, and then we have another C sharp minor here with another A. We have another B here with another A. We've got this A. We've got this C sharp minor 7 with another A next to it and a G sharp minor. And then we've got another F sharp minor right here with another A next to it. And you can do that same thing. We could put that down and play a C sharp minor. Then we have a G sharp minor here. So there's all sorts of cool things that you can do with these chords. So go have fun with them. So that's it, guys. These are the coolest chords to learn before you play bar chords because they sound awesome. They get your hand ready to be able to play bar chords better, and you can start getting creative and writing your own music with them tonight. Just use E for 1, F sharp minor for 2, G sharp minor for 3, A for 4, B for 5, and C sharp minor for 6. And then you can choose any of the variations on those chords, put them in any order, strum them, pick them, play them loud, play them soft, play them slow, play them fast. Choose how long you play each chord, and you can start writing with these awesome chords tonight and be creating your own music. Now, if you've been watching the video this far, I do want to tell you about a gift that I have for you. If you go to simpleguitar.com/top10, there I have a guide for you called the top 10 things to learn on guitar first. It's 10 things that I teach beginners all the time. And in this guide, I break each one down. Most of them, I take about a page to break down and go over how to do it. And that way you can be getting up and playing more real music and having more fun on the guitar a lot faster. So go to simpleguitar.com/top10, download that guide. It's my way of saying thank you for coming today and watching this video, spending some time with me, learning these awesome chords. So thanks for being here. Go get the guide, have fun with these chords. Let me know down in the comments which one of these chords is your favorite or what chord progression you put together with them. I'd love to hear about that. But thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video.